these non-human forms of life are so often so resilient at many different extremes, not just the ones we already know that they can adapt to.
And if you go back to the 1970s, R.D. McElroy, he was at NASA, coined the term extremophile. He was a NASA scientist, like an astrobiologist. So his research area was what extraterrestrial life might look like on other planets. And by far the most likely thing that we would find evidence of somewhere, say maybe on Mars or under the ice sheets of Europa, which is one of Jupiter's moons, like if we found life there, we would probably consider it to be an extremophile by our definition. This, microbial life capable of surviving extremely harsh environments. So that's even just the term actually is attached to extraterrestrial microbial life if it's out there.
And if Deinococcus radiodurans is as hardy as you're suggesting, I seem to believe that it is based on all that you've said. Should we be worrying about it and other extremophiles colonizing other planets, or I don't know, taking over the solar system? And maybe humans are playing a role by putting this like extremophile shield out there. Like what does the future hold for the world of extremophiles and how we live in that world?
It does feel like something that we would manage to do. Sort of the inverse of what's called the panspermia hypothesis, right? That's the theory that the essential ingredients for life may have arrived on Earth from something like maybe a meteor impact, meaning it was brought here from space. So that is a theory. The term for this concern, though, the concern that you're raising, Tony, it's called interplanetary contamination. It is apparently is interplanetary contamination, and it's a very real concern. We'll link to an article from 2001 in the magazine American Scientist by Richard Greenberg titled Infecting Other Worlds. He noted that on the Apollo 12 mission, which was the first to land on the moon, they retrieved probes that had been sent to the moon years earlier for reconnaissance. And then on return to Earth, live bacteria that were culturable, on return to Earth, live bacteria were found inside the machinery, despite these probes sitting on the surface of the moon for years. So as we continue to explore the solar system, Greenberg, he framed this essentially as an ethical quandary, like a species level ethical quandary that we have to grapple with as our reach goes ever farther outward.
So I guess in a way it's panspermia, except our meteorite in the form of like our planetary ships is going to inhabit other planets and solar systems. I don't know. That doesn't sound like necessarily a good thing, but I don't know enough about the topic to say if that's good, bad, or neutral.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm ready for another species-wide ethical quandary to grapple with, but I guess it's here.
I mean, we were thinking about this all the way back in 2001, which is when this American Scientist article was published. So this is, at least for a few decades, people have been spending time biting their fingernails worried about this. Avi, before we move on to part 4 of Chernobyl, I suspect at some point in the future, maybe it'll take a couple of years, we'll probably come back to Chernobyl again sometime. But for now, anything else you want to share about this particular topic, Deinococcus radiodurans?